Your shoulder sockets, you want to make sure you're not going above the shoulders, stay in neutral. All you're going to do is you're going to flutter, you're going to have your palms up. You're going to do this for 20 counts. You're going to place your palms up, you're going to flutter for 20 counts. You're going to go here. We're going to take the arms out. We're going to do small arm circles going forward, 20 counts going forward. You want to make sure too when you're doing this, again, shoulders are in alignment with the blades, not forward, not backwards, but right in alignment. You're going to do 20 backwards, palms up, 20 forward, 20 backwards, flaps, palms down, 20 forward, 20 backward. This is meant to be done as an entire set, one go. Last exercise, palms are facing forward, just step in the frame more, and you're going to squeeze in the back. I'm going to turn around so you can see. So the whole object of this is to bring your shoulder blades as close together as possible as if you're going to make them touch. It's a small movement. Don't do this. It's not in the arms, it's all in the shoulder blades. Bring them together, in and out. You're going to do 20. Those are for the shoulders. Next, we're going to work on your knees. So for your knees, I'm going to show you 2 exercises. This is actually going to be not just focusing on knees, it's going to be focusing on the surrounding muscles. Whenever you want to protect your knees or have an injury with your knee, you want to work on the primary surrounding muscles and ligaments, strengthen those so that you have a stronger knee. So these exercises are going to be targeting your quads, your hamstrings, and your glutes. When you focus on building up those muscles, you have stronger knees. So we're going to start with resistance band. You can grab any band, light, medium, or heavy. I typically will go heavy on the legs because they're the strongest part of our body. We're going to take the band, place it around the ankles. We have 2 cones set up here. Have it for shorter distance. We're going to start at the top of the cone. And all we're going to do is we're going to walk our way towards the other cone. But what we're going to do is we're going to extend out and step in. Extend out and step in. So this is the motion. It's a side step, and you're making sure that you're abducting the hip as you step out. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to cone. Typically, you want to go the width span of the room. And then when you go back to the other side, of course, you want to strengthen both sides of your body. So you want to do it on the opposite leg. Make sure you're engaging your core as you're doing this, keeping your tummy nice and tight. Make sure you're standing upright and keeping your spine in neutral. Don't bend forward. Don't bend backward. Keep that spine in neutral. The next exercise that we're going to do is a seated exercise. Actually, I lied. Sorry. You're going to find a wall first. We're going to do the seated last. For this, again, abductions, but you want to work on all areas of your leg. So you find a wall, be your best friend. What you're going to do is you're going to lift up with a small pulse to the top. You're going to lift out with the 2 small pulses. You're going to lift back with 2 small pulses. So you go forward, out, and back. And you want to make sure you're getting your pulse as high as possible and hold it at the top of the pulse. Same thing on opposite leg. What you do to one side, you want to do to the other. It's really important to keep muscle balance. Now we're going to move to the stool. You can do this on any surface. It's easier to do this with something you can grab onto, so a chair or a bench. But what we're going to do is we're going to work on the legs. This is great for knee rehab. I'm going to go through about 3 or 4 exercises. You're going to find something that you can sit on, preferably that has a surface you can grip. You're going to up. And we pulse a lot in exercises. It adds tension to the exercise, and it also is going to give that muscle that extra little stretch, so just alternating your legs. Next exercise you're going to do, you're going to have your feet out, and, see, let's go back a little bit.
Power.
Oh, you're too strong.
Okay.
Okay, we're back.
Yes.
So you're going to have your feet straight out, and you're just going to pulse right here. This is great. So you just want to do this motion. Again, make sure you have something stable that you can grab onto, and you're doing a double pulse on the outside. The last one, this is great for ankle and knee support. We're going to take the band on one foot. We're going to put it on the toe of the foot. We're going to grab it with our hands. The more tension that you want, the further down on the band you grab, the less tension that you want, you hold it out on the top. So I usually will go about midway down on the band. What you're going to do is you're going to point your toe and flex your toe. You want to be very intentional with these movements and make sure that you're holding them for a few seconds at the top and at the bottom. So you'll be great for this because you're a dancer. But really flexing that toe. And then the other exercise is doing rotations. Again, everything is very intentional. This is what they have a lot of people do for knee rehab when you have injuries. So this is going to help you to rehab injuries as well as protect you from having future injuries. And then you want to make sure that you're doing your rotations in each direction. And this again helps with the pliability of your ankles and your knees, and just make sure that everything is thoroughly warmed up. And that's it for the knees. Now, abs. All right, y'all. So, we're going to do a few different things. We're going to be focusing on all the major groups of the muscles in the abdominals. So, we're going to be working on some stabilization exercises. We're going to be making sure we hit our obliques, our upper, lower, transverse, all the major abdominal muscles to make sure that we get picture-perfect abs. We're going to start off on the floor. I'm going to start off in a plank position. I hate planks, typical planks, but if you learn 2 small adjustments, it makes your life a lot easier when doing planks. We're going to go into a typical plank position. I'm going to give you 2 adjustments. So this is basic plank. Now the 2 things to make a basic plank, the most amazing exercise ever, is you want to do 2 things. 1, you want to tuck the pelvic bone under, so you want to scoop it in towards the belly button. And the last one is you want to bring your elbows in alignment with your head. These 2 small, very small adjustments,
Painful.
as you can see, I'm shaking already, are amazing, and they take a basic plank into a phenomenal fat burning machine. So this right here is home base, and it's amazing, and you will literally feel it within 5 seconds of making those 2 adjustments. The next exercise that I'm going to show you are hip tilts. So within the same position, a plank position, I would not do this in a plank position because it's going to be hard to stabilize and do a moving motion at the same time. So you're going to go into a basic plank position here. Still tuck the tailbone though. And then what you're going to do, I'm actually going to turn this way so you can see, is you're going to make sure your spine is in neutral, and you're going to tip your hips. This is usually good when you do yoga mats, and you're just going to twist side to side. This is going to really help to narrow out and chisel out your frame and give you that Coca-Cola bottle shape. The next exercise we are going to do is for the lower abdominals. Everybody got kids? Y'all know y'all got some pooch action going on, so you want to turn it over on the back. And the reverse crunch, we're going to start with comfort and protection first. So I call it the diamond. The diamond is important because this is going to alleviate and take pressure off your lower back. We're going to place this underneath the body. Now usually you want to find your sweet spot. It's typically going to be between the top of the glutes and the small of the back. So find your position that makes you comfortable to take the pressure off your back. Now your first crunch, you're going to go with your knees above your hips, and you're going to extend your legs out, and then you're going to bring your knees up towards the chest and back out. Now notice that each one is controlled. I'm not swinging like this. It's very controlled. So I'm lifting up and I'm releasing down. Lifting up and releasing down. And you want to make sure, even if you're not getting your knees all the way up to your chest, that your booty is coming off the ground. This right here is the magic for those lower abdominals. So you want to make sure that the glute is coming off the ground. The next exercise we're going to do is figure eights. Easy way to transition from the ground up. Straight one leg, grab one knee, use momentum, roll up. So the next exercise we're going to do is called figure eights. With figure eights, it's very similar to if you're going to do a Russian twist, but you're going to be in an up position. We're going to start with, let's start with this one so you can see. We're going to start with our hands clasped beneath our legs. You're going to go here, 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 here. So you're just tapping your hands. Now, if you can't hold your legs up, same position, but you're just going to place your legs with control on the ground and make sure that you're not flopping. So control if you can't hold your body up, but if you can, bring those legs up, work on stabilization, and get them up. We're going to go back down here. So these are called Supermans. They look very simple. They're great. And not only is this going to work the core, it's going to work the shoulders and the glutes and the hamstrings as well. So you're literally going to look like you're flying with Superman, and you're going to lift your body up
hold it for a second, and down. Now, if you cannot hold yourself up, you're gonna go all the way down. So you're gonna go here. That's gonna be 1 rep. If you wanna build a little resistance in there, up and hold. Up and hold. So you never wanna go fully down. You're gonna hover. So that's the difference. No resistance, a little bit of challenge. And the last exercise is windshield wipers. I'm gonna face this way. So you're gonna have your hands out like a T. You wanna make sure your fingers are spread apart and that when you're pressing on the ground, that you're using each point to balance and push through evenly. This is gonna help you because we're gonna have our legs straight up in the air and we're gonna be moving from side to side. Those spread fingertips pushing evenly through those is gonna help give you as much stability as possible. So we're gonna start with our legs up, arms in the T position, fingers spread wide, and we're going to move our legs side to side. Some people's motions might be smaller, so if your limit is here, then that's your limit. But you want to go down as low as you can to side with control. If that's too much, then you can take your knees and put them in tabletop position and same movement, side to side. So that's the adjustment for people that are really struggling and just starting out. For people that can't make a full motion, shorten the range. And for those of you that want a full challenge, all the way, follow through. And I feel this, I'm burning, y'all, I'm sweating. And that's it.
Thank you.
Enjoy.